copy. None of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy.
It's time for the NFC Championship, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Falcons and the Rams, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. With a chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. A short kick taken at the 18 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. It's created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Lawrence will throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Lawrence's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And a throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Back to Mixon on second down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. will take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Defense.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for a long time, no doubt.
Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Let's take it at around the 40. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going right back to Akers. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Touchdown, Rams! Aaron Silver from 6 yards away. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 14-0. So that drive with 4 plays, and winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 99 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Nothing to score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, LA. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete there to Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. From the shotgun, Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Now Lawrence over the middle of the backup. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 130 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with his Super Bowl berth on the line. stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, now Rodgers. And he finds his target, it's Schultz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards. Better than 20 here. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Rams continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. The Rams going to go ahead and use use the first of their timeouts. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over first and 10. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him. They haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They get this out left, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Rams continue to pull away here in this first half. Prater for the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
It's caught by OBJ. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 30 yards. A give up the middle to Akers. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. In motion, the tight end. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Rodgers tapping his forward on the jet sweep. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
On the set.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
He finds his target, Beckham. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence to throw. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. Finding room at midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Opposite. Alert. Block it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Lawrence.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
A nice pickup of 17 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And this is caught at the 8.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ryan Knoll taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On play action, Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material. The give running right is Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing now is Rodgers. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that'll be caught by Tony. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. Odell Beckham. Touchdown Falcons. Odell Beckham, 74 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, LA. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right? That's into a crowd and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, it is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Now Lawrence.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Azeez Ojulari
Leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
He gave them an instant to react. It's a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
on third down. Lawrence.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. Fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. He's got him in, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you know, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Falcons offense set to go.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On first down, Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Rodgers throwing here. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's Jason Peters, a future Hall of Famer perhaps, with a penalty there. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. On play action. Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now a give. Akers running left.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers looking to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.